Hello, my name's Chad Holmes. I'm the high school pastor here at North Coast Church in Fallbrook. And no, you did not click on the wrong link. This weekend we did a special program where each of the pastors from the program above came down and spoke to the one below. So as a high school pastor, I spoke to your students in Chaos. And we are just doing this in preparation for transition. As many of you know, the school year is coming to an end, and at that time is when we invite what are now 8th graders to become freshmen. And that's going to be the second weekend of June that happens. And in preparation for that, we just decided to have everybody kind of teach to that lower program so that they can get to know our names and get to know us a little bit. And also we can give them just an expectation of what, for Chaos students, what volume's going to be like. And Kristen did the same in Route 56 for Chaos. So this weekend I came into Chaos and we just really wanted to talk about what these students could expect in volume. I want to give them just a clear idea so that they don't walk in kind of blind in the next couple months, but they just have a real solid idea of what we're all about. And so just kind of 4 expectations that I ran by your students. One is that they could expect to be challenged. We talked about how we challenge them through our small groups and discussions where we really look at the scriptures and really look at, so what does this mean for our life? And really challenge students to take that on. Not only that, but the different service projects we regularly serve with Solutions for Change, which is a homelessness program for families in Vista. We've been doing that for almost 3 years now, and it's a great, challenging time, but a really unique opportunity to get to know people from the community over a long range of time and really do an active service for God through that program. So there's all these experiences in volume that are really going to challenge your students, so they can expect that. Number 2, we just said that they will be loved. They can expect to be loved. I have a great staff of volunteers that are really the pastors of Volume, and they run small groups that your child will be a part of if they're part of Volume, and they really take in their students as their own, and they love them and they help them grow. They challenge them, they call them, they build relationships with them, much like what you've probably experienced with the volunteer staff that Kristen has developed. And they need to know that already they are loved, and that's important. Number 3, we said, hey, you can expect to have fun. Our student ministry is really fun, from fun events like our beach days that we'll be doing all summer again this year, to summer camp, which is coming up July 18th through the 23rd, heading up to Lake San Antonio for a week-long lake trip where we'll be wakeboarding and just having a great time on the water, tubing and all that good stuff. So there's a lot of fun in store for them. And then 4th thing that they could expect is that we will not force them into anything. And this was one that I stayed a little bit longer on, just because I wanted students to understand this step from junior high to high school, they're really getting closer to this adulthood phase where they're going to be making their own decisions, and their own decisions are going to be played out, and the outcome of those decisions they're going to experience. And so really, we're not going to make you come to church. We're not going to make you read your Bible. We're not going to make you do all these things that we would love to encourage them to do, but we're not going to make them do that. And we want them to understand now is the time where you start really taking responsibility for your relationship with God, for creating habits that are just integral parts of just fostering that relationship. And really it's an important part of growing up in relationship with God. And so we won't force you to do that. We will definitely be here doing whatever we can to encourage both you and your students in that process. But it's really going to be up to them. So 4 things that they could expect, maybe some of them a little different, maybe not so different from Chaos, and hopefully those of you guys that are big fans of that will see that a lot of our values run through all of our student ministries. But this week, I would encourage, especially you parents of 8th graders, to really ask your son or daughter hey, what are you excited for when it comes to volume and going to high school? And then also, hey, what's scary? What are you frightened about with making this step? Because obviously it's a new place and they're not, the highest man on the totem pole anymore. They're coming in kind of on the bottom of the food chain as freshmen again. So what are you excited about and what are you nervous for? And if there's information that you could pass on to me in that always helps our transition. So you'll be seeing more of me, parents of 8th graders, and I look forward to getting to know you guys better and doing ministry with you and your son or daughter over the next 4 years while they're in high school. So hope you have a great week. Hopefully this spurs a great conversation with your son or daughter, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.